What's up everyone, it's TheRazoredEdge, and today I'm here to bring you guys another Gears of War 4 Top 10 video. There are always plenty of characters that we all want to arrive in Gears of War 4, and some that will inevitably make it into the vast roster that the Coalition has accumulated in Gears of War 4. But this list here is made up of characters that there just hasn't seemed to be any hint of yet, and ones I think myself that the entire Gears of War community would get really excited for. These are honestly in no particular order. You can rank them in your own order in the comments down below if you like. Be sure to drop a like rating on the video if you'd like to see some of these gear packs introduced before Gears of War 5 drops. Let's get into this. Coming in at number 10 is a gear pack that I think is long overdue in Gears of War 4, and that is a Kilo Squad gear pack containing Lieutenant Damon Baird, Young Cole, Garen Paddock, and Sophia Hendrick. It would be great to have all of these characters return in a core Gears of War game, and it would be a great way to give us some variety of appearances for Cole and Baird, and to also have that fresh introduction of Sophia and Paddock into the main line of Gears of War games. We missed the introduction of Garen Paddock in Gears of War 3 due to the mission named Aftermath being cut from the Gears of War 3 campaign and later introduced in Judgment, so I think this would be a great way to introduce Gear fans who may not have played the Gears of War Judgment story or multiplayer to the character. Coming in at number 9, we have the Zeta Squad gear pack. One of the most amazing parts about Gears of War 3 was its DLC known as Ram's Shadow, which introduced us to a new squad known as Zeta, and for the first time showed us that it's possible to still be immersed in the world of Gears without Delta Squad being front and center. Zeta Squad was comprised of Lieutenant Min Young Kim, Corporal Michael Barrack, Private Ty Caliso, and Private Alicia Valera. I think a gear pack themed around Zeta would be a great nod to the fans who enjoyed that DLC, among giving us an expanded cast of characters to play in Gears of War 4 multiplayer. I know we already have Kim and Ty in Gears of War 4 multiplayer, but it also may be possible to do some kind of variant, perhaps have their armor color more accurate to Gears of War 3. Also, an interesting fact is that Alicia Valera is in fact voiced by Laura Bailey, who is the voice of Kate Diaz in the latest Gears of War games. Coming in at number 8, we have the Cog Leaders gear pack. One of the things I was most surprised about in Gears of War 4 is that First Minister Jin was not a part of the starting cast of Gears of War 4 multiplayer characters that we had access to. Throughout the Gears of War series, we've always been able to play as the Cog Leader type characters that were introduced to us in the Gears of War campaigns. That's why I think we should get some sort of Cog Leader themed gear pack that gives us access to First Minister Jin, as I feel she is due an appearance in multiplayer, as well as Chairman Prescott and Ezra Loomis. Multiple generations of the head of the COG army in one gear pack. The weapon skin set and emblem could be very government official or propaganda themed, like so many images you see throughout the Gears of War campaigns. And coming in at number 7, we have the Golden Locust gear pack. Longtime Gears fans will already know what I'm talking about here, and from what I've seen, there actually hasn't been a lot of buzz in the Gears of War community about these characters, but they're ones I know that people would get really hyped about if they were officially announced. I think a gear pack containing the Golden Miner and Golden Hunter would be very well received amongst the Gears of War community, and I think introducing yet another gold weapon skin set to go along with them would be a bit much, as there are already multiple gold sets in the game, but maybe they could add an extra new original golden character that we've never actually seen before, maybe even modify one of the Swarm to give some extra variety. Coming in at number 6, we have the Alex Brand gear pack. Only because I couldn't think of any other way to bundle her, I think an Alex Brand gear pack would go down amazing with the Gears of War community. The interesting thing about her is that most Gears of War fans who just played the Gears of War games had no idea who she was, and they still fell in love with her in Gears of War Judgment just because of how badass looking she was. I think giving us a single character gear pack with her and some sort of unique weapon skin set and emblem would be one of the most popular gear packs we would ever see in Gears of War 4. Just like earlier in the video when I mentioned Alicia Valera, she is also in fact voiced by Laura Bailey, so it would be very easy for the Coalition to bring those characters to life in Gears of War 4. At number 5, we have the Locust Drones gear pack number 2. The first ever Locust gear pack we got in Gears of War 4 was the Locust Drones gear pack, which contained the Locust Drone and the Locust Grenadier. I think it would be a great idea to continue along those lines and give us a Locust Drones 2 gear pack with some returning and never before playable Locust in multiplayer. One of my personal all-time favorite Locusts is the Cyclops, who has only been playable in Gears of War 2, and there has been no sign of his arrival here in Gears of of War 4. I think this would be the perfect way to bring him back, as well as maybe some other Locust drones such as the Locust Bolter and the Locust Gunner, who have both never been playable in versus multiplayer. And the Coalition have been amazing at giving us all of these wanted characters throughout the lifespan of Gears of War 4, so I have no doubt that this is very possible. Coming in at number 4, we have the Savage Locust Gear Pack number 2. Let's not forget the Savage counterparts to our Locust brethren. We were originally given a Savage Locust Gear Pack that contained the Savage Drone, Savage Grenadier, and Savage Grenadier Elite. I think it's only fitting that we get the remainder of the Savage Grubs in a Savage Locust Gear Pack 2 that would contain the Savage Marauder, Savage Hunter, and the Savage Theron Guard. It was amazing to see such a creative alternate spin on the Locust. The Marauder and the Hunter both look completely different to their underground counterparts, and the white armor on the Theron just looks absolutely incredible. Coming in at number 3, we have the Dominic Santiago Tribute Gear Pack. One character we had at launch that had a mixed response from the Gears of War community was the Zombie Dom character, which some people saw as disrespectful to the character of Dominic Santiago, and others just saw it as a fun twist. But after a time, I thought it would only be a short while until we saw the release of the normal Dominic Santiago skin as he looked from his final appearance in Gears of War 3, but we still have yet to see it. I think some kind of Dominic Santiago Tribute Gear Pack with some Maria tattoo weapon skins and emblem would be the perfect way to introduce that character into Gears multiplayer, to give fans that iconic version of Dominic Santiago from his final moments in the Gears of War franchise. And before we move on to number 2 in the list, while we're on the topic of Dominic Santiago, I wanted to throw a fun bonus idea in here. I think it would be fun to have something along the lines of a quote-unquote Tomato Dom gear pack that would be based around the appearance of Dominic Santiago at the beginning of the Gears of War 3 campaign when he is busy farming his radishes. The look isn't that far different from Big Rig Dizzy, so maybe that could be a way for the Coalition to incorporate that skin into it, so it'd be easier for them to make. And as for the weapon skin set and emblem, we could have them be tomato based due to the popular Easter egg in the Gears of War 4 campaign that's come to be known as the Dom's Tomatoes Easter egg. It would be a cool yet fun way of having more Dom in Gears 4 multiplayer. And coming in at number 2, we have none other than the Onix Guard gear pack. Probably one of the most popular characters that people like to play as in the Gears of War franchise, and probably one of the most requested by the Gears of War community, and understandably so. People loved playing as the Carmine brothers throughout Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2 because of their helmets, but once the Onix Guard were introduced in Gears of War 3, they instantly became a favorite for a lot of people. I think what could be done to make this pack stand out would be to bring the male version that we all know and love, as well as the female version of the Onix Guard that was introduced in Gears of War Judgment on top of that, to make it that extra bit special. You always see a picture of an Onix Guard almost every time the official Gears of War Twitter account sends out a tweet, so I have no doubt that this would be a super popular gear pack if it happened. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot here, we have the Gears 5 Kate gear pack. It's rare to see, but more and more games are starting to do it these days, where they'll advertise their next game in the franchise by introducing some type of content into the current game. I think it would be an amazing idea to give us a gear pack based around Kate Diaz as we see her in the E3 2018 trailer for Gears of War 5. She is the main protagonist of the game, so having her just on her own would make sense, as adding Del and JD wouldn't leave us desiring to play as them in the new game. I think having this Kate gear pack would be a great way to hype up current Gears of War 4 fans and potentially new people who have just been introduced to Gears on Xbox One about the next game in the franchise. Skin and in-game cosmetics are some of the most desired things in gaming these days, so I'm sure it would cause a lot of buzz for Gears of War 5. But that has been it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any ideas to add to this list, such as emblems and weapon skins or extra gear packs that I didn't think of, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. I think even though Gears of War 4 is winding down, we still have the potential to see a lot of new content on the way. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel for all future Gears of War content. Share the video around if you really enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at TheRazoredEdge, Discord, and t-shirt links in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought, subscribe to my channel if you're brand new for more videos, share the video around if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.